whole, the magic happens here. Good morning, welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. I'm Lynn. It's Tuesday, 29th April 2014, and the big news of the day, of course, is terror cell foiled. The Star are not messing around. They have kicked things off with the big headline, a story about how raids were conducted this morning in Selangor and Kedah, and how 9 people were arrested, suspected of being part of a militant group planning to attack secular Muslim countries. As you can see, they show pictures of the people that they arrested. Now, this is a really big, action man headline, but I also want to draw attention to the story within it. While they continue to cover the story on this side of the page, there's a strange little sidebar over here about how 300 ringgit in drugs will do to join sex party. Why this is third page news, I will never understand. Alongside a tiny little thing here, robber delivers kick of death to himself. This accompanying major news of the day. I'm not sure why, unless it's for comedic relief. Not very successful. The Malay Mail have also gone with it, occupying all of their front page. 9 militants part of group planning violent activities. Yet again, a very strong, very graphic front page. Black, white, red, all sorts of action movie die-hard colours. Berita Harian have also gone with it here. Again, the theme of black, white and red. And that's another story that we're going to be looking at today. Selamat tinggal Obama, because Obama has left the Philippines, not just Malaysia, but the building of Southeast Asia as a whole. And that's coming after the signing of MOUs totaling 6.53 billion. Remember that number, we're going to get to it shortly. A nice little sum up, I guess, of all the headlines or all the big stories of the day comes courtesy of Utusan Malaysia. Again, the militant story occupying this space, Obama up here, and down in this corner a story that we're going to be looking at shortly about how 683 members of the Muslim Brotherhood have been sentenced to death by courts in Egypt. And that is what the Sun is going with. Up here about an Egyptian court sentencing Muslim Brotherhood leader Muhammad Badi to death alongside 682 other alleged Islamists. And they're following that up. This page is quite neat in terms of its juxtaposition about Islamists being sentenced to death, Muslim militants being held, and a man whose name has been commonly mistaken for a very, very famous terrorist. And yet again, over here, tiny bar about how $2 billion deals signed while Obama was in town. And the New Straits Times have chosen to cover that over the story of the militants. $2 billion deals signed in aviation, biotechnology and insurance sectors. A much neater number than 6.53 billion, I have to say. 2 papers that are slightly out of sync with everyone else today though. Starting off with Sina Harian, Ulama PAS Sokong TPM, a story about how the Ketua Dewan Ulama PAS Kelantan saying yes to our Deputy Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin's suggestion that there should be a committee called up to discuss all the technical aspects of hudud, saying that, you know what, this is going to help things go faster, so I'm all for it. Harian Metro, on the other hand, have gone with a classic front page of a tabloid detailing obsession, terrorism, death, and a plane crash in front of a house. So, there you go. And our word of the day is... Lynn has no word of the day. And our word of the day comes from the most action-packed of our front pages. Foiled, as in terror cell foiled, as in not working out, as in the police have got it in for you, son. And that sums up this morning's headlines. I'm Lynn, BFM 89.9.